Everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com. It's been a while since I've done an update video, so here it is. What's going on? Been working out, got back from the holiday, been working out for pretty much a few weeks. Back into it 5 days a week. It's going good. This week I started something kind of new. It is basically an everyday everything workout. So what does that mean? It means that every day I'm going to hit every body part with at least one exercise, well, pretty much one exercise, and go through everything. So for instance, today I started out with some shoulder raises, so side raises. I did some squats. I did some back wide pull downs, lat pull downs. I did some cable, like not crossovers, but cable flies. And I did some calves as well, so I did some calf raises. I didn't really do arms because I'm going to hit arms twice a week because they're really getting hit every day. When you're doing all those sort of compound type, when you're doing pull downs and when you're doing pressing, you're kind of hitting your arms, your biceps, and your triceps. And so I'm going to be doing enough pressing and press and pull, push and pull exercises that I will be hitting my arms pretty much every day. So if I hit them twice doing dedicated arm exercises, that'll be fine. They're not a weak muscle group for me. And so calves I'll be doing 3 times a week. That's plenty for them. And then I'll be doing something like either a leg press, a deadlift, a squat, or a leg extension or a leg curl every day. So something like that every day, some sort of either shoulder press, shoulder raise, row every day, some sort of bench press with dumbbells or machines, just basically hitting everything every day. And I know people think that's crazy. You need to give your body a day's rest. Why would you do that? Well, there's a lot of there's been some pretty decent research, and there's some proof in the pudding that if you hit a body part every day, there's guys that squat literally 7 days a week. They don't even take a day off. Like I'm taking 2 days off, like the weekend. So those are my days off. But there's guys who squat 7 days a week, and they get stronger, and their muscles grow. And there's like pro squatters who squat literally every day. So there's proof that it works. Now, does it mean that you absolutely kill your muscle every day? No, I'm doing one exercise. Now I'm gonna go pretty much to failure and maybe even drop set it and really tire it out with that one exercise. But I'm not hitting it with multiple exercises to the point where I'm just crushing that muscle group every day. I'm hitting it, I'm giving it a good workout. I'm hitting it with one exercise, but I'm doing a good job of it. So that's not going to absolutely crush the muscle. Plus, once my body gets used to the repetition, it's going to be fine. In terms of joints and all that kind of stuff, well, I'm hitting those joints literally every day, no matter what I'm doing, one way or another anyways. So I'm just kind of spreading out the damage on those joints or the wear and tear on those joints a little bit more by rotating so much, by basically kind of combining everything. So I don't think it really makes any difference. It's still the same amount of volume at the end of the week, maybe more, maybe less. It's still the same exercises getting done at the end of the week. So the wear and tear on the body is still the same. It's just I'm training every day, the same muscle group. So I think frequency works for me. It may not work for everybody, but it seems to work for me. As opposed to just hitting one muscle group hard once a week or even twice a week. I find that the more often I hit a muscle, the better results I get. So I thought, why not try this? See what happens, right? There's no better way to form an opinion about something than just do it yourself. I mean, you can have an opinion about this if you like, but until you've done it yourself, given it a try, then you don't know, right? So so many theories online about so many things, people just repeating the same information over and over again. Don't do this, you got to do this, you can't do that. But half of these people have never tried it themselves or never done what they're proclaiming. They've never even done it really, and they're proclaiming all these different theories. So I'm gonna try it, right? I'll let you know if it works. I'm gonna do it probably for about a good month, because I think that's a good amount of time to know whether it's working or not, and see if things are improving, right? So we'll see. Other information, I'm recording this on my, I'm going to call it my old iPhone 6. This is my iPhone 6 Plus, and it's the bigger 6, the first version of this iPhone 6. It's not the S model, it's the regular one. And so I'm recording in 720p in my front-facing camera. I have always wanted to be able to record in 1080p because I do these video blogs. And this front camera, color-wise, isn't as good as it could be. The new iPhone 7 has a much better front camera, way better colors. It's 1080p. It has a better lens. Everything about it is better. So it'll bring a much higher quality selfie view to my channel, to my videos. So I've ordered an iPhone 7. Just gotta wait for it to come in. I'm pretty high up on the list, so I should get it pretty quick. I ordered it as, basically I got up in the middle of the night so I could pre-order it as soon as it was available. And I would say I got in within maybe 15 minutes of it being available. So that's pretty good. I'm like number 36 for the iPhone that I selected for Olive Rogers or whatever, something like that anyway. So I should get it pretty quick. I went for the 256 gig in the flat black or the straight black, not the gloss one. Don't want all those fingerprints. And what else? I ordered a I can't remember the name of it. Now I've brain farts. Same guys that make those little helicopter drones, IDG or something like that. It's basically a mobile Steadicam. It's really cool. What it is it's a Steadicam you hold and you can move around and your iPhone stays super steady. Plus it's got a motor on it, so you can do all this crazy panning with it. You can also make it pan up and down. It's super steady. It can do time lapse. Really cool. It's basically costing me $400, but I can use that. It'll motion track as well. So if I basically set a motion area for it to track, I can make a video and it'll follow me around. So that'll be cool when I'm doing my own videos. It can follow me around and do stuff. So I think it'll be cool for a lot of my selfie style videos, anything with motion in them especially, all that kind of stuff. So that's another little toy that I've ordered for myself. We'll see how that goes. I did want to mention one really neat thing I thought was really cool. We're getting our roof done on our house, and it's a 50-year-old cedar roof, and it just started kind of causing us some problems in the flashing areas. We've got a couple little leaks happening, so our insurance company isn't going to insure us anymore unless we get a new roof because it's so old. So it's time to get a new roof. We went with this company that was really affordable, that was referred to us by someone we know, and they had work done, and they did a great job, and their price is really affordable. So we're getting our roof done, not with shingle. We're not with the cedar shingles, just with the tar sort of shingles. But it's still it's a big job. They got to take off all the old ones, and they got to put paper down, then they got to put plywood down, and then they got to put this tar shingle over top. It's a ton of work. And the reason I mention it, sorry, I'm at an intersection here, is that it's an Indo-Canadian family doing it. A lot of times Indo-Canadians do these, the whole family involved, and that's why the price is less, is because everybody does it, right? They got grandparents, grandpa's up there. Grandma comes and picks up all the stuff off the ground. I mean, it's the whole family. But what's really cool is these two old dudes up there on the roof. They're in their 60s. And they're crouched down with their legs up by their ears. I don't know, I can't even do that. And they got shovels and they're pulling off shingles on the roof. And why I'm saying this is because these guys are active. They're staying functional. They're staying active into their elderly years. And if they weren't doing that kind of physical activity, I can guarantee you that they wouldn't be able to do that. Right now, they probably wouldn't be able to bend over and do that if they had been not doing this type of exercise for probably as long as they have. So it just goes to show you that you got to keep mobile, you got to keep moving. I think that if you retire, sometimes it's game over. Sometimes I noticed it with my dad, I noticed it with my father-in-law. As soon as they retired, it's like they had no drive anymore in their life. They had no will, and it was just a downhill, slippery slope. This is really glary. Really, just everything went downhill for them. And see all this glare? Hopefully I won't get all this crazy glare. It'll be better color correction with the new one. But it was just a downhill slope, and my dad, his health just went down so quickly when he retired at 65. And same with my father-in-law. He retired, I believe, at 60. And I've seen him just go downhill, just, you know, just not doing as well as I think he could have if he stayed more mobile and active. So my phone's doing all kinds of crazy color stuff. We'll call this video finished. Thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, take care.